Welcome to my little country kitchen. We are going to be making Nana's quick rolls because I have some meat in the Instapot. It's going to be the ribs, but it's going to fall off the ribs, so I'm going to do some pulled pork rib sandwiches, which we're going to be taking up camping and sharing with our friends. So I want to make some homemade rolls real quick. And Nana's rolls will be just the perfect solution. Let me show you how I'm going to make them. I'm just doing a half recipe, so it calls for 150 grams of warm water, okay, yeah, this water's a little too warm. It was like 140. I want it around 100, so I'm going to let that cool off a bit, and then I can add my yeast, which is 6 grams, and sugar, 75 grams of sugar. Stir that up, let that dissolve. Okay, it's already cooling off, it's 128. 6 grams of yeast. Okay, perfect. Looks like about a tablespoon. I'm only doing a half recipe because I did not want to make 24 to 30 rolls. Just want a little bit. Okay, the water's around 110 now, so I'm going to add the yeast. And cover that to let it proof. We'll be back in about 10 minutes. Let's check it. Oh, it's perfectly bubbly. Well, it's a little bubbly. It's just foamy on top, actually. I don't think that foamed up as much as it should have. I did use it straight out of the freezer. Maybe that was a bad idea. I'm gonna go ahead and throw in one of these quick rices instant yeast. That's why my mother-in-law, Nana, said to use room temperature ingredients. Obviously it makes a difference. Okay, we'll come back to that in a minute. While the yeast is still proofing, I have the melted butter ready. That's half a stick, or 57 grams. I had 1 egg. It was about 45 grams of eggs. It was just 1 baby small egg. I weighed my smallest egg. Now I need to add 3 grams of salt. Is this detecting anything? Come on. That seems like a lot. Hang on. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's like a teaspoon. Dang it. Okay, this is way too much. I'm just gonna throw this away. Exactly 48 grams. Perfect. Adding the salt to the egg. Or you could do it to the flour, either one. Wow, look at that orange yolk. Beautiful. Okay. This is ready. salt. And then half of the flour. Okay, the rest of the flour. I did reserve about half of a cup just to see if it needed some. And it says to add a little bit more until it pulls away from the sides. And everyone's going to be a little bit different depending on their elevation and their moisture content of their house, etc. Still gooey, still sticking to the sides, so supposed to knead this until it doesn't stick anymore. Stick to the surface. Okay, that's perfect texture. See how it doesn't stick to my fingers? And okay, now we let it rise in the bowl for another 30 minutes. Cover it up. We'll be back. I'm gonna go wash my hands. Okay, it's risen for about 35 minutes. Now we need to get little golf ball sizes. Now how she got perfect little ball shapes, I do not know. Cute. And the last time I made these, I did learn that whatever shape you leave on top, that's what it's going to look like. So I want them to be as cute as possible. Fold all the edges under. I did grease this cookie sheet, as you can see, with the butter. I had one left. So it's made 7 cute little balls. It would have made more if I let them double correctly. And I don't want them touching, but I'm gonna squeeze one right here. rest for another half an hour. Oh, and I need to go preheat my oven for 35 minutes. I need to go preheat the oven to 350 degrees and let these rise for 35 minutes. They just came out of the oven. I did them for 15 minutes at 350, and then they were still blonde, so I cranked it up to 380 for another 5 minutes, and they turned out perfectly toasty, golden brown. I just rubbed butter over the top of them and some flaky salt. Just letting them cool off now. Yum yum. And we can have it with my jam or a pulled pork sandwich. The jam I pulled out is my cherry pepper jam, so that looks yummy. Yum yum. Can't wait. Let's see what the hubby thinks. Look how pretty on the other side of the river. There's this big opening. Oh, it's so quiet and peaceful out here. Ooh, this is very swampy. Look at that. That's beautiful. So pretty.